Good evening, everyone. So tonight I'm starting here because you're going to be at the stove anyways for most of this. So I'm doing my chicken with Spanish rice and queso again tonight. So I've gone ahead and I've put my chicken in here with some of my homemade fajita seasoning. So about 1 to 2 packets worth of that. A little bit of oil and some water. Mix it all together and let them sit. Over here, I've gone ahead and I've already started making my queso as well. So in that I have, you can see it over there in the far end there, I have a can of evaporated milk, a can of green chilies, and I have put in 200 grams of plain Havarti, 400 grams of Havarti with jalapenos, and 400 grams of Monterey with jalapenos. Okay, so I've got this pretty much melted. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to move it to the back burner because I will need this burner in just a little while. Okay, and I've been heating this pan up here. So what I'm going to do with that pan is I'm going to add in some olive oil. Now we're going to add in 2 cups of unwashed white rice. Okay, and we're just going to turn our heat up just a little bit to about medium high so that we can toast these. So it takes about 5, maybe 10 minutes or so to toast the rice. So I'm going to continue to toast the rice. Make sure you do mix all the oil into the rice as well. But I'm just going to continue to go ahead and toast my rice. And I will be back shortly when this is more toasted. Okay, we're back. So as you can see, my rice here has toasted up quite a bit. So we're now going to go ahead and add 4 cups of water. So 4 cups of water. We're going to add in a couple larger scoops of chicken bouillon. And this is a tablespoon that I'm using. Now also over here I am so we had bacon the other night, and so I'm just reheating up some of that bacon so that we can add it into this Spanish rice as well. I'll be adding that in after this has done the first round of what it needs to do. Now we've also got here, I'm going to throw in a nice sized scoop of some cumin. And we're going to add in about 2/3 of this can of tomato sauce. So we want about 275 mils. There we go. That's about how much we want. Now we're going to give this a good stir because we want the bouillon and the cumin to blend in here well. All right. So once this is done stirring, we're going to let it sit on the medium to high heat that it's currently on. And then we're going to let it come to a boil, and then we're going to let it boil for 10 minutes. So we're not going to start the timer on that 10 minutes until it's started to boil. Okay. It won't take long to boil because of the fact that the pan has already been hot, and so the water the water is already starting to get hot. Okay. And I'm not going to cook this bacon for very long, but I do just want to kind of sort of take out any additional grease that might have been sitting in while it was in the fridge and such. And so all I did is I just took the bacon and I just cut it up into smaller pieces so that we could eat it. So as you can see, my rice is starting to boil. We'll just give it a minute for the whole thing to start boiling just a little bit more. And I'm also giving my queso a stir every now and then to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. Okay. The bacon should be done. I'm just going to turn the heat off. Okay, so now that it's boiling, I'm going to turn the timer on for 10 minutes, and I will be back shortly when the timer goes off. Okay, so my timer's gone off. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in our bacon. And we're going to add in another 1.5 cups of water. I'm going to give it just a quick stir, just because we want the bacon to kind of be distributed a little bit evenly. Okay, and now we're going to bring it back to a boil. And once it's back to a boil, then we're going to put our lid on it, and we are going to turn the temperature down, and we're going to let it simmer for another 10 minutes. Over here, I'm re-warming up my pan, because now we're going to add the chicken into that. So let's throw some oil in there. Tongs here. There we go. Found my tongs. And we are going to add our chicken to the pan. So because this is a smaller pan, I am going to do the chicken in a couple of batches. Okay. Let it sit there and cook for a few minutes. Now this is starting to boil, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our lid on it, and we're going to drop the temperature down, and we're going to put it back on for another 10 minutes. Alright, so I will be back shortly when this is ready. And I'll be cooking these while that is happening. I will see you soon. Okay, we're back. So my timer's gone off. And as you can see, my rice has cooked. Put that out of the way for a minute. And while I'm just finishing waiting for... So I'm just giving this a quick stir. Just to fluff up the rice. And so I'm just going to put the lid back on it and take it off of the heat and put it off to the side while my chicken finishes cooking. Once that is done cooking, then I will come back and we will plate up. So I will see you guys shortly. There you go. Okay, everybody, we're back. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to plate this up for you. Right. Okay, so we're going to start with some of this rice. Put the rice down. Now we're going to grab some of the chicken that I have over on the side. And just like that. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some of our queso to this. Just going to give this a little bit of a stir. Okay, just like that. And there you go. So Spanish rice, chicken, and queso. Well, thank you. Have a good night and enjoy. I'll see you next time.